Hey guys, it's Michael. I have a quick update for you on the second stimulus check, second stimulus package, as well as a vaccine. In today's video, we're first going to go over how Vladimir Putin announced late yesterday that the first approved virus vaccine was developed in Russia and it is officially registered for widespread use. Then we're going to get into Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. He said that there has been no progress this week so far on the next relief bill. However, he did propose some ideas on how we could get a second stimulus package passed this week. And finally, we're going to get into what Steven Mnuchin and Mark Meadows said earlier today on a conference call with Republican senators. But before we get started, it would really mean a lot to me if you could like the video down below and subscribe to my channel. I spend hours every single day researching these videos. Also, don't forget you can get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app and get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below as well. Anyways, Vladimir Putin announced late yesterday that the first approved virus vaccine was developed and was registered for use, and that one of his daughters has already taken the vaccine. The vaccine was developed by Moscow-based Gamaleya Institute using funding from the Russian Direct Investment Fund, the RDIF. The vaccine is named Sputnik V, a reference to the 1957 Soviet Union satellite. Speaking at a government meeting on state television on Tuesday, Putin emphasized that the vaccine has proven efficient during tests and offers a lasting immunity from the virus. He said that I know it works quite effectively, forms strong immunity, and I repeat, it has passed all of the needed checks. He says that is why his daughter has already taken it. Many scientists there and abroad, though, are very skeptical about this vaccine. They question the decision to register it and approve it before it has even gone through phase 3 trials. Usually phase 3 trials are before it can get approved. To put that into perspective, companies in the US like Moderna and Pfizer began late-stage vaccine trials in stage 3 a couple of weeks ago. And the studies for each of these companies aims to enroll 30,000 people for each study to determine whether the vaccines are safe and effective before they are passed for widespread use. So basically, with this vaccine that Putin says is approved, they never went through this phase 3 trials. And that is why people are skeptical about it, because it never went through these trials. Next up, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said earlier today on Wednesday there's been no progress this week so far in negotiations with Congress over the relief bill, and he accused Democrats of being slow simply for political reasons. On Fox News this morning, he pushed Democratic leaders to return to the negotiating table and compromise on a $1 trillion virus relief package as aid for millions of Americans hangs in the balance. He goes on to explain how his view on the negotiations right now is that since they agree on a number of aspects, he says you make a bill that passes these aspects that they already agree on, which will be like half of the legislation. He says that's good for the American public, and then later they can come back to another bill. He goes on to say, let's spend a little over $1 trillion right now on areas of the economy that are going to be very impactful now that we can all agree on. He says there's enough that they agree on right now with direct stimulus checks, the $1,200 check, the enhanced unemployment benefits, money for testing. There's other things they already agree on, and getting these $1,200 direct stimulus checks to the people should be the priority. So he says they might as well pass something now, and if they need to do more, they can come back and do more later and work together. He said how we don't have to do everything all at once, and Democrats have been pushing for this recently. Right now, with no plans announced for further negotiations, Steven Mnuchin earlier today, he said, I can't speculate on the specific timeline on when we will receive these $1,200 stimulus checks and when the next relief bill will pass. He explained how the negotiations between the Trump administration and Democrats, led by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, have no more planned events this week to discuss the next relief bill. He said, but if the Democrats are willing to be reasonable, there's a compromise to be made and they can pass a next relief package. But he goes on to say, if the Democrats want to focus on the politics and don't want to do anything that's going to succeed for the president, there won't be a deal. So if the Democrats don't want to do a short-term bill, or if they want to do a broad-based bill, it's going to take a lot longer for this to pass. If they're willing to do a smaller bill, according to Steven Mnuchin, he said they could get something passed as soon as this week. And finally, Steven Mnuchin and Mark Meadows have continued daily briefings with Republican senators on a conference call, according to people familiar with the discussions and in Congress, but without updates to provide on negotiations of the second stimulus package. The last couple of days, they've devoted time to explaining how to implement the executive actions taken by President Trump, specifically with the $400 per week or $300 per week unemployment benefits that were passed with Trump's executive orders. Mark Meadows and Steven Mnuchin go on to explain how they're likely going to face court challenges on these executive actions, and they've gone on to explain other issues with them. On top of this, there was some new information that came out from Nancy Pelosi earlier today when she told a reporter on Capitol Hill, when asked about restarting negotiations, she said, "I hope so. I hope we restart negotiations soon, but we'll see." She explained how right now they have a lot of differences, but her main goal right now is to get a bill passed, and that is the same goal as Steven Mnuchin, Mitch McConnell, and other people in Congress. They all agree right now that we need a $1,200 stimulus check. There's just other aspects of the bill that they don't agree on. So anyways, I'll keep you updated on what happens here, what happens with the second stimulus check and second stimulus package. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.